The reason you are unhappy is because you got energetic shapeshifter inside. That's egoic mind, which jumping from one emotion to another, from one pain to another, from one thought to another, concentrating on different accumulated things inside of you, different impressions from the past, different traumas, different hostile behaviors, experiences. That library in your mind is full of impressions and all of this circling inside, and your mind focusing little bit on this, little bit on that, little bit on that. And also there is element in you, wise intelligent element, you may call it God, Allah, existence, Krishna, whatever you want to name it, which want to clean this out like antivirus in computer system. But that egoic mind, that shapeshifter, so some saying Satan, seems to be quite intelligent, seems to be like a troublemaker inside. When we got plenty of those impressions, then its behavior is hostile. It depends what we did, what energetic load we imprinted inside. The worst sin, the worst behavior, worst doing, worst imprint inside, the worst it will be behaving. And it also depends from energy of it inside. Today when I sit to meditation, I sat and I observed that unwillingness and uncomfortable feeling, and that like something moving from one thing to another, like not giving peace inside, is not able to rest. In order to rest, you have to remain still in one place for a while and observe this movement inside. And when you practice this way, you will be able to slower those movements more and more and more, and address and feel and observe more of those things inside. That shapeshifter will be moving from one thing to another, from, let's say, lack of peace, uncomfortable feeling inside, to, let's say, some kind of pain inside of your body. It just simply will be moving, will be giving signals. In a way, this is as well something good sometimes, because when this movement telling you something, you have some issues inside, energetic imbalances, which have to decrease. You have to find a way how to decrease energy of that. When you observe and focusing, concentrating on those things inside, you feeling them, then you in natural way in course using that internal ruch, heart center, internal space, internal tranquility to digest those internal blockages, those internal energies which are not pure, using pureness to cleanse impureness, something which is not pure, which was accumulated, those impressions from the past. We're just sitting there. And I learning now over the years, about 8, 9, maybe 10 years ago, I was Buddhist. I practiced Buddhism, but I thought I'm meditating, but I was not able really. There was no spaciousness in me. I had some impressions, like I felt something is happening, but I really didn't know what is happening. So I went through different religions like Christianity, Buddhism, Christianity, Hare Krishna, Islam. Again, I went to Christianity, and now I really see, it's time to start meditate again. So I made really huge circle in that. Because now at this very moment, meditation is most appropriate for me, because I am finally able to just sit quietly and feel my inner body, feel my inner accumulations from the past, that energy and that shapeshifter which jumping like a monkey from one object to another. And when you focus on those things inside for a while. Movements of on the thing slowing down and finally like disappearing in that space. It's not anymore moving, and you're resting in that space, and you feel different things from inside, and your inner core working in that moment to just like cleansing those things inside. So every religion doing the same thing. It's going to the point where you will be able to observe your inner temple inside, inner body, mind, and emerge in that peace and tranquility more and more and more. And what is happening when we are in the world doing all those things? Our mind becoming agitated, start jumping from one object to another like a crazy monkey inside. Our concentration is short, and focus is also short. And all of this creating like some kind of problem inside, that mind become agitated, angry sometimes, that it have no peace. Actually, that's part of you, another layer of you, which is angry that it have no peace. Where is my peace? You're asking yourself question. What I'm supposed to do? But what is needed to do really is to simply keep coming back to meditation and prayer. Keep coming back as frequently as possible. We accumulated many of those things, and really it is huge energetic load inside. And when this will be not cleansed, then definitely over the time you may develop some illnesses, things like this, because it has to somehow go. And mind in itself, when have energetic habits, let's say you teach yourself eat quickly or not being conscious when you're eating, and energy of that arose, and it is like perpetuum mobile running into wrong direction. Earlier or later it will cause malfunction to that system. Something get broken. The same is with anger, with many other mechanisms inside. All of this is all energetic habits, emotions, feelings, thoughts. All of this have energy. So through practice we need to address them, observe and feel. That's the way to well-being, sometimes very long way, depending what you did to yourself, how long your mind in state of unconsciousness and what was done to this, what you did as a human being to others, to yourself, how you treat yourself, how you treat others, how long your mind in unconscious state and what was done. Unconscious state basically you was like on autopilot, where was anger or group of angry people react, you react what your mind show. You react according to the fears inside. You've been impulsive, reactive. I bet many of us have it. When life trigger you, suddenly you have needs to be not very nice human being. You're just reacting. This is like very quick split second reaction. But the way to unplug yourself from that matrix is to keep observing those things. Keep residing within and feeling your inner temple, those emotions, feelings, thoughts, observing all of that. Being inside, being like watcher inside, being watchful. That's the only way to internal wisdom, clarity, strength, correction, till your inner temple, that inner monkey surrender will be like pacified, corrected, and maybe finally removed, or you simply rest in that stillness, that tranquility. You will be able to in split second like rest inside. With time, with practice, it will become easier and easier. Like I'm sitting now on some pillow, I added this element to my daily practice. I'm doing still like Islamic practice 5 times a day. I pray, coming back to that center, and just after I sitting in meditation, half an hour, 1 hour, and I feel recently that it is really beneficial for me. It is really what I need to do. That insight, that wisdom knows really what we need at any moment. So nobody will really should tell you or need to tell you what you need to do. That wisdom is already know what it needs to do inside. It knows how it feels and what feels well. So you may be in religious paths, and those people want to keep you there. Those people want to give you advices, but they don't know you inside. They don't know how you feel, how you're responding to those things. Many things inside of those temples, mosques, churches may be annoying to you. You may not be willing to listen all those things because you may knew it from different perspective through your own experience. So you're really like teacher to yourself. That wisdom will teach you, that soul, ruh, that element of God will teach you slowly on that way what is really valid at that moment. And with time you will notice over the time of lifespan that you cannot stand certain things, certain behaviors, certain speaking, certain doing, and you will see as well many of those elements inside of you, and you will try to investigate them. But really, investigating this by life is really quite impossible. It has to be just simply felt, seated in meditation, in stillness, in observation. Just scanning your body inside, inner body. And you are watchful. And when you teach yourself, this will be taught as a habit, you may implement this to life and be in daily life, daily doing, daily driving car, daily doing different jobs, whatever. When you will be able to do it during any activity, you will be there, like in constant, they're saying samadhi. Samadhi is really deep state of that, deep meditation. But when we're doing different things, we are not so deep, because we have to focus. Our mind have to be focused like on one thing, one point. So be not interrupted, not moving at all. So whatever appear in your body, some feelings, emotions, you will be able to address this, feel it. That tranquility will be really doing that job. Only in that tranquility, that stillness, spaciousness within, those blocks, energetic blocks, can be addressed. Those heavy ones, especially heavy ones, when they appear. It is like impulses quite often in your brain, physical brain, which have to let go. Once this let go, you feel relief. The same is with different accumulations in your, let's say, digesting system, or chest, or some pain due to some trauma, damage of the body. When we reside in that stillness of the mind, that body have like positive energy, high frequency. We experience almost no pain. This is like ease inside, lightness. But when energy of that is low, mind like jumping everywhere, you experience all them things, pain in the body. You simply like you are attached to your body. And in a way, when it's all like collapsed, you are also detached from your soul, from that energy, from that inner stillness, So when you go, like they saying, someone go astray from the heart, when you go far away from the heart and imprinted lots of hostile energies inside, then way back from that will be long and painful, horrorful, sorrowful. I can project my own life. Last 30 years. 30 years ago, I was 17. I wake up to my pain. And all of this journey was searching for solution, for savior. There is no really savior. Actually, there is some intelligent element in us, and perhaps maybe in that entire universe, which know what to give us, which know what kind of experience prepare for us. So we may face it, but we may not. We got free will. We may not decide to touch that, because this will be scary, or we may not be really energetically yet ready to take that on the board. That this element, but in a way, we are responsible for cleaning that. We, here and now, like I'm sitting here and feeling my body, observing my body. We doing this. We using that soul tranquility inside. But even during that speech, which I'm doing now, speaker feel he losing energy slowly. So he losing as well watchfulness. He's not fully focused on one thing. Speaker speaking to you, yes, he's a little bit focused, but as well there is many things coming to the mind, and that energy slowly decrease. So it applies to life. When we do so many different things, we putting energy to those different things, we are not able to recover and rest. So we need to employ meditations, prayers to give ourselves time to recover and rest, renew the mind, because in that process we're renewing the mind, and more that mind is empty, cleansed, the better peace we feel, better clarity, better focus, concentration, less pain. That's complicated really journey, and we have to go on that journey really deeply in order to understand how those things function, why we feel suffering, why we suffer. Quite often we wake up when we start suffer, but it is very late, because we gave to that horror story long time, and now we have to come back. This is like cycle, like chart on financial market. We may go up, function well, have abundance, things like that. We think everything is possible. We're reaching for everything, whatever we like. We think we are the masters of this world, and we're degrading down up there, all those things. So suddenly there will be huge drop. We again on the bottom with nothing. And we're doing really everything from that point to lift ourselves up. But when we drop too low, the way up may be not possible, may be too heavy. Like people landing in the prison. They landing in the prison for reason. They creating energetic disturbance inside, degradation through their action, habits, doing. Existence knows precisely where to place us, what to give us, what kind of experience, what kind of prison matrix to give us. Difficult experience. Assalamu alaikum. God bless you.